Every hiring platform has guidelines for use, and in this short video, we are going to run you through ours. As I said before, no one is going to just hand you your dream job. For this process to work, you will have to be motivated and apply yourself. We offer our platform to graduates for nothing. But for DigitalGrads to continue to succeed, we respectfully ask that you observe a few of our ground rules. These rules reflect the expectations of the professional workplace, so just think of it as a trial run for your first job. Number 1, transparency. DigitalGrads' job is to manage both yours and the employer's expectations. You will probably have other interviews or projects going on outside of DigitalGrads, and that's completely fine and expected. But what we insist on is that you are open and honest with us and the employers about your position. If you are having other interviews for another role or you have another job offer, it's fine to say so. We are always on your side, but we can't help if we don't know what's going on. And we always take the view that there's absolutely no point in us trying to persuade you to take a job that you don't want. It wastes everybody's time. Number 2, be responsive. It's no surprise that the candidates who respond to employers immediately are most likely to be invited to interviews. So when an employer gets in touch with you via the hiring platform to ask you about a new role, please respond as soon as you can, and always by the end of the same day at the very latest. You will find that employers will rule you out of the process if you cannot communicate quickly and clearly with them. Number 3, professionalism. As we are introducing you to our client base, we ask that you are professional in everything you do. You are representing us and yourself. Your language and attitude should reflect this. Try and be polite and positive at all times. If an employer contacts you about a job that you are not interested in, then politely explain why not, so that they can move on. There is never any harm asking employers questions about the roles if you're not sure. And the worst thing you could do is to ignore their message. Number 4, keeping it on the platform. If an employer contacts you outside the platform via email or LinkedIn or phone, we ask that you let us know. Sometimes employers will prefer to use their own systems, and that's totally fine. We don't stop that happening, and we don't insist that they use our messaging system. But we do like to know what is happening to our candidates so that we can help you if we need to. Number 5, taking opportunities. We recommend that you treat each and every interview request as a positive thing. You may initially look at a role being offered and it doesn't quite fit the idea of what you're looking for. But it's worth remembering that the employer has seen something that they like in your profile. And given that jobs in the digital industries are extremely competitive, it means you're doing incredibly well to get this far. Number 6, interviews. The first rule of thumb is do not be late. In fact, try being at least 10 minutes early. You might well have a valid excuse, but first impressions really do last, and you will struggle to come back from the sin of turning up late. On top of this, you should study the company website carefully. Think of how your experience fits with the job description and prepare some questions. The employers want you to be interested in what they are doing. We have a handy interview prep checklist and interview questions handout that we will send to you to help you prepare. Number 7. Lastly, it's the 3 H's. As I mentioned earlier, you will be up against lots of other candidates, many of whom might have more experience than you. But of course, experience isn't everything. And that's why our video profiles are such a good opportunity to earn yourself an interview. We have found that the best attributes for graduates are what we call the 3 H's: humble, hardworking, and hungry. Whilst confidence can be a good thing, it's important to realise that you don't know everything. And it's important to have the hunger to want to learn more and the hard-working attitude to get you there. We're here to answer any questions you may have and support you in your job search. We'll always be frank and honest with you and only ask the same from you in return. So are you ready? Now it's over to you. Make it happen.